of class 8. Today we will start chapter number 1 in maths and its name is rational numbers. First of all, let us discuss what are rational numbers. So we can say a number of the form P upon Q. A number of the form P upon Q where P and Q are integers and Q not equals to 0. For example, 2 upon 3, it is in the form of P upon Q. 2 is integer, 3 is integer. Both are positive integers. Let us take -5 upon 7. It is also a rational number. It is negative integer. It is positive integer. 9 upon -7. Same, positive integer, negative integer. Also a rational number. 0 upon 5. It is also a rational number because the necessary condition is that Q not equals to 0. Because if Q equals to 0, then we don't know the division by 0. That is not defined. So 0 upon 5 is also a rational number. The conclusion is that all natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, and fractions are rational numbers.
Go.
Next is positive rational number and negative rational numbers. First one is positive rational number. If the numerator and denominator both are of the same sign. If numerator and denominator both are of the same sign. For example, 2 upon 3, 7 upon 11, -12 upon -15, -19 upon -21, etc. These are positive rational numbers because the symbol sign of numerator and sign of denominator both are same. Here 2 is positive integer, 3 is positive integer. In this example, 7 is positive integer, 11 is positive integer. Here 12 is negative, 15 is negative. In this -19, 19 is negative integer, 21. This is also negative integer. So we can say in the positive rational numbers, sign of both numerator and denominator same. In the negative rational numbers, the reverse condition occurs. Here, in numerator and denominator, once signs are different. For example, -2 upon 3, 7 upon -11. This type of condition. Thus, numerator is negative integer while the denominator is positive integer. Here, numerator is positive and denominator is negative. So we can write in positive rational number, numerator and denominator both are of same sign. And in this negative rational number, numerator and denominator are of opposite sign. The number 0 is neither positive nor negative rational number, as it is not positive or negative integer, so we can say neither positive nor negative rational number. Next is standard form of a rational number. Standard form of a rational number. In standard form of a rational number, what are the necessary conditions that a rational number should fulfill? The condition is denominator should be positive. Next is numerator and denominator both have no common factor. Other than 1. For example, if we talk about 2 upon 5, 2 upon 5 is in the standard form. How? 2 and 5 both are, first of all we will check denominator. Denominator should be positive. Here 5 is positive integer. Next is numerator and denominator both have no common factor other than 1. That means the numerator and denominator have no common factor other than 1 means the fraction is in its simplest form, in its lowest form. So here 2 and 5 is not divisible by any other number, only divisible by 1. That means only 1 is common factor of 2 and 5. So 2 upon 5 is in standard form. If any rational number is not in standard form, then how can we convert it in the standard form? Example number 2. Minus 50. We can 50 upon minus 25. Now, is this a standard form? First of all, we check the conditions. Here, denominator is negative. So, we can convert this negative denominator into positive by multiplying by minus 1 in the denominator and minus 1 in the numerator. Because when we multiply by minus 1 in numerator and minus 1 in denominator, then there will be no change in this rational number. So this will become 50 multiplied by minus 1. The sign of 50 is plus, and plus multiplied by minus, and number 50 multiplied by 1. 50 into 1, 50 upon minus multiplied by minus, it will be plus 25 multiplied by 1, 25. We can remove this sign because we know. Now minus 50 upon 25. The first condition is fulfilled. The denominator is positive. The second condition is numerator and denominator both have no common factor other than 1. But here 50 and 25 also divisible by 5. So we can also divisible by 5, and we can also divide by 25 to convert it into lowest form. So we can divide both numerator and denominator by the same number, and that is 25. Now, when minus 50 divided by 25, it will become minus 2. 25 divided by 25, 1. Now, we can observe 1, the denominator is positive and the numerator and denominator both have no common factor other than 1. So, this is the standard form. Next one is equivalent rational numbers. As the name suggests, equivalent means they will be equal. So, equivalent rational numbers obtained from a rational number. For example, if we take 3 upon 7, it is a rational number. If we multiply this rational number by the same non-zero number, numerator and denominator both. If we multiply 3 upon 7 by 4 and numerator by 4, denominator by 4, then we obtain 12 upon 28. Similarly, if we multiply 3 upon 7 by 5 and we obtain 15, 35. So, the numbers obtained on multiply 3 upon 7 by 4 and 3 upon 7 by 5. These all are equal in their value. So, we can write the equivalent fractions are, so we can write 3 upon 7, 12 upon 28, 15 upon 35 are equivalent rational numbers. Similarly, by dividing, take one more example. 75 upon 15. We can divide the common factor of 75 and 15 is, we can divide by 3, numerator divided by 3, denominator divided by 3. 75 divided by 3, we get 25. 15 divided by 3, we get 5. Further, we can also divide it upon 5, we can divide by 5. 25 divided by 5, we obtain 5. 5 divided by 5, we obtain 1. So we can say that these are equivalent fractions because these are obtained by dividing the numerator and denominator by the same number. So we can write 75 upon 15, 25 upon 5 and 5 upon 1 are equivalent rational numbers. Equivalent rational numbers. Next one is addition of rational numbers. If two or more rational numbers are to be added, then convert the rational number having negative denominator into positive denominator. That means in the addition of rational numbers, first of all, we should check the denominator. If the denominator is negative, then convert it into positive denominator. The first case is when given rational numbers have the same denominator. That means denominators are same. For example, find the sum of 7 upon minus 9 and 8 upon 9. We have to find the sum. First of all, we will check the denominator. Here because there will be no change on multiplying by this in numerator and denominator both. It will become minus 7 and minus plus and 9 into 1, 9. Now the negative denominator changes into positive denominator. Now we can add these two, minus 7 upon 9 and 8 upon 9. Minus 7 upon 9 plus 8 upon 9. When the denominators are same, then simply add their numerator keeping the denominator same. Simply write down here, denominators are same, therefore write here common denominator 9. Here minus 7 plus 8. Both the integers are different. It is minus 7 and it is plus 8. So here the signs are different. We will subtract from larger one. 8 minus 7, it will be 1, and it should have sign of larger number. In 8 and 7, larger is 8 and symbol sign of 8 is plus, so it will be also plus and upon 9. Next is addition when given rational numbers have different denominators. Here denominators are different, 12, 15. But the first condition is to change the negative denominator to positive denominator. So first of all, we will change here 1 upon minus 12, multiply minus 1 here, and also multiply numerator by minus 1. It will become minus 1 upon this minus plus 12 multiplied by 1, 12. Similarly, 2 upon minus 15, 2 upon minus 15. Multiply denominator by minus 1, multiply numerator by minus 1. It will also become plus and minus 2 multiplied by 1, 2 upon minus 15 minus 1 plus 15. Now denominators are positive. Since the denominators are different, so now we find the LCM of the denominators. Find LCM of 12 and 15. We can find LCM. Divide by 2 because 12 is even. Again by 2, 3, 15. Next prime is 3. 3 ones are 3 and 5. And finally by 5. LCM is LCM equals to 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5. 2 multiplied by 2, 4. 4 multiplied by 3, 12. 12 multiplied by 5, 16. LCM is 16. Now we will make both denominators equal to this LCM, that is 60. So minus 1 upon 12. Multiply. We have to make the denominator equals to 60. So by which number we have to multiply so that it becomes 60. We can check by dividing. If we divide 60 by 12, how many times? 5 times. That means when we multiply 12 and 5, we get 60. So we multiply by 5. If we multiply denominator by 5, then also multiply the numerator by 5. Now it will become minus 1 multiplied by 5, minus 5 upon 12 multiplied by 5, 60. Similarly, next one is minus 2 upon 15. Minus 2 upon 15. We have to make this 15 equals to 60. So, by which number we have to multiply? 4. Because 15 multiplied by 4. 15 4 are 60. The same number is multiplied here. Now, it will become minus 2 multiplied by 4. Minus 8 upon 15 multiplied by 4. 60. Now denominators are same. We can simply add the numerators keeping the denominator same. Now we can write here minus 5 upon 60 plus minus 8 upon 60. Since the denominators are same, note down common denominator, write down minus 5 and this plus minus 8. As we know, plus into minus equals to minus. Minus 5 minus 8 upon 60. Both are of same sign. Minus 5 is also a minus, 8 is also a minus. So we add the numbers and put the same sign. This minus 8 plus 5 13, and this minus, so answer also minus. Minus 13 upon 60. So this is the answer. Next is properties of addition of rational numbers. Here the first property is closure property. What is closure property? Its definition is the sum of two rational numbers is always a rational number. If two rational numbers are added, then their answer will be always a rational number. Example is minus 3 upon 7 plus 2 upon 5. Here denominators are positive but denominators are different. So LCM of 7 and 5, and we know the LCM of two co-prime is equal to their multiplication. So 7 and 5. 7 5s are 35. LCM of 7 and 5 35. Now we can write this 7 35 divided by 7 5 multiplied by 3 minus 15. Similarly 35 divided by 5 7 multiplied by 2 14. Answer will be minus 15 plus 14. Both numbers are of opposite sign. It is of minus, it is of plus. And with this condition, then we subtract the smaller number from larger number. 15 minus 14, 1. And the symbol, the greater number is 15, and symbol of 15 is minus. So here minus 1 upon 35. It is also a rational number. Next one is commutative law. It is two rational numbers can be added in any order. For example, if we add 2 upon 5 and 6 upon 7, then if we reverse the order, 6 upon 7 plus 2 upon 5, then there will be no change in the answer. This is commutative law, and rational numbers follow the commutative law. Now LCM of 5 and 7 both are co-prime. LCM is 35 and it's always 14 plus 30. And here LCM same, 7 and 5 35. We don't solving 30 plus 14. 14 plus 30 44. 44 upon 35. And this 30 plus 14 44 upon 34. In both cases, answer is same, 44 upon 35, 44 upon 35. That means on reversing the order, there will be no change. This is known as commutative law. Next property is associative law. Three or more rational numbers can be grouped in any order to find their sum. For example, we have three rational numbers, minus 3 upon 4, 1 upon 2, 1 upon 6. We can group as, first we take minus 3 upon 4 plus 1 upon 2. These two rational numbers together in a bracket, and after that 1 upon 6. And here we take 1 upon 2 and 1 upon 6 together in a bracket and minus 3 upon 4 outside the bracket. Let us take these two sides, left hand side and right hand side. Here first of all we will solve bracket. LCM of 4 and 2 is 4. On solving, minus 3 plus 4 divided by 2, 2 multiplied by 1. Similarly, here we will solve bracket first. LCM of 2 and 6, 6. Now, minus 3 plus 2, minus 1 plus 1 upon 6. Here, minus 3 upon 4 plus 4 upon 6. Now we will solve this. LCM of 4 and 6, we can find the LCM, that will be 12. On solving, 12 divided by 4, 3. 3 multiplied by minus 1, minus 3. Similarly here, same process. LCM of 6 and 4, 12. Minus 3 plus 2. Both are of opposite signs. Minus 1 upon 12, minus 9 plus 8. Minus and plus. Opposite sign, so we subtract larger number. So we subtract smaller number from larger one. Answer in both cases same. Minus 1 upon 12, minus 1 upon 12. So we can say that 3 or more rational numbers can be added in any order to find their sum. That is, addition is close to this law, associative law. Now next thing is existence of additive identity. What is additive identity? The sum of any rational number and 0 is the rational number itself. For example, let a upon b is rational number. Then if we add 0 to this rational number, that means a upon b plus 0, or if in reverse order, that is 0 plus a upon b, answer in both cases will be same, and that will a upon b, which implies when 0 is added to any rational number, we get that rational number. Hence, 0 is called the additive identity for rational numbers. Next is existence of additive inverse. For every rational number a upon b, there exists a rational number minus a upon b such that when a upon b is added to minus a upon b, then we get 0. Or if it is in reverse order, that means minus a upon b plus a upon b, the answer will be also 0. So from this we conclude that minus a upon b is additive inverse of a upon b, and a upon b is additive inverse of minus a upon b. Let us take an example. Additive inverse of 8 upon 9 is minus 8 upon 9. That means if we add 8 upon 9 and minus 8 upon 9, then we will get 0. Similarly, an additive inverse of minus 8 upon 9 is 8 upon 9. So these are the some topics that we clear. Thank you, class.